ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸನ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನನ್ನ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ. My dear students, in this video I am going to teach a cash flow statement. In that I am going to cover only a theoretical concepts in cash flow statement. Let us take this introduction to this cash flow statement. A statement of changes in financial position may be made out in two ways. One is a working capital basis, that is a fund flow statement, and second one will be cash basis, that is called cash flow statement. My dear student, let us take the meaning of cash flow analysis. See here, one is cash and one is flow, then cash flow, then cash flow analysis. So let us know the meaning of cash, and let us know the meaning of flow, and let us know the meaning of cash flow, and let us know the meaning of cash flow analysis. So cash means it is cash in hand, demand deposits with banks, and cash equivalents. Then what do you mean by flow? The flow means a movement. Then what do you mean by cash flow? The cash flow means a movement of cash and cash equivalents within or between the organizations, etc. So we learnt what do you mean by cash fund, then what do you mean by flow, and what do you mean by cash flow. My dear students, in that cash flow we are having two types of cash flows. One is cash inflow and cash outflow. So cash inflow is nothing but a receipt of cash, and cash outflow is nothing but a payment of cash. For example, so purchase of fixed assets, so that is cash outflow. Sale of fixed asset, that is cash inflow, that is a receipt of assets. Next, payment of salaries and allowances, that is cash outflow. Payment of income taxes, cash outflow. A refund of income taxes, that is cash inflow. And issue of shares to the public, that is cash inflow. It means, so for example ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ನ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ. ಹೀಗೆ ನಾವು ದ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಲೋನ್ ನೀವು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೈಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಲೋನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ. ಅದೇ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಲೋನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋನ್, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ಸ್ in an enterprise during a specified period of time. It indicates the net effect of various transactions on cash and its equivalents and takes into account a receipts and payments of cash. My dear students, the another point here, it summarizes the key causes of changes in cash position of business enterprises between two periods. So overall, the cash flow statement provides information about a major sources of cash inflows and the cash outflows during a year. My dear students, the Accounting Standard 3, that is cash flow statement, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India issued Accounting Standard 3 in March 1997. This standard supersedes AS3 changes in financial position, which was issued in June 1981. It is in the tune with international trends because cash flow statements have replaced a statement of changes in financial position in almost every country. So my dear students, a company listed on a stock exchange with a turnover of 50 crores plus and 50 crores plus and above has to prepare a cash flow statement. Then classification of cash flows. There are three classifications. One is a cash flow from operating activities, and cash flow from financing activities and cash flow from investing activities. First one, cash flow from operating activities. See, operating activities are the principal revenue activities of the enterprises. So, cash flow from these activities result from transactions and other events that enter into the determination of net profit or loss. So, examples of cash flow from operations are cash received from sale of goods and services, cash received from royalties, fees, commission, etc., cash payments to suppliers, cash payments to employees like salaries, wages, bonus, etc., cash payments to income tax. Next, cash flow from investing activities. See, these are the acquisitions and disposal of long-term assets such as plant, machinery, furniture, land and building, etc., and other investments not included in a cash equivalents. It means the cash flow from investing activities refers to the acquisition and disposal of assets, long-term assets. It means purchase and sale of fixed assets other than cash and cash equivalents and long-term assets. Now, let us take the examples: sale of fixed assets, sale of investments, interest received, a dividend received, a purchase of fixed assets, purchase of investments. So, these are the examples for cash flow from investing activities. So, my dear students, so these are the adjustments concerned with only a non-current assets. Non-current assets, it means long-term assets. So, we will have another activities, that is cash flow from financing or financial activities. So, these are the activities that result in changes in the size of and the composition of the owner's capital and borrowings of the enterprises. So, examples of cash flow from financing activities are issue of shares, issue of debentures in cash, proceeds from long and short term borrowing, that is loan taken, repayment of amount borrowed, that is loans repayment, interest paid on loans or debentures, dividend paid on equity, so dividend paid on preferential capital. So, these are the examples of a cash flow from financing activities. So, my dear students, so while preparing a statement, you have to check only liabilities side, that too only shareholders fund plus non-current liabilities. Now, a treatment of other items is very important. One is interest and dividends. So, under interest and dividends, there are two cases here. The first case, in case of a financing enterprises, the cash flow from interest paid and interest and dividend received should be treated as cash flows from operating activities. So, dividends paid should be classified as cash flows from your financing activities. Another case, in case of other enterprises like manufacturing concerns, so cash flows arising from interest and dividend paid should be classified as cash flows from financing activities, while interest and dividend received should be classified as cash flow from investing activities. Now, next one, income tax. So, cash flows arising from income tax should be classified as flows from operating activities unless they can be specifically identified with financing and investing activities. For example, capital gain tax on a sale of land can be identified with investing activity, and therefore in the cash flow statement it should be shown as outflow from investing activities. Next, extraordinary items. The cash flows associated with extraordinary items should be classified as arising from operating, investing or financing activities as appropriate and separately disclosed. For example, legal claim, cost of winning a lawsuit or a lottery, a receipt of claim from an insurance company, etc., or extraordinary items. Next, finally, the non-cash transactions. There are certain transactions which do not involve cash inflow or cash outflow, although they do affect the capital and assets of the enterprises. They are excluded from the cash flow statement for obvious reasons. Examples of non-cash transactions are acquisition of assets by issue of shares or debentures, a conversion of convertible debentures into shares, acquisition of fixed assets, say machinery, on credit basis. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel, and keep on watching my YouTube channel for more updates, and I will bring it a new video on cash flow statement, and I will show you how you have to solve a problem in cash flow statements.